The Dems convention starts on Monday, so what to expect? Author of the new book, MAGA Doctrine, Charlie Kirk, joins me now. Good evening, Charlie. All right, the Democrats convention goes first, and allegedly there's some enthusiasm over Kamala or whatever, Harris. And I'm curious as to whether or not that enthusiasm extends to millennials, and I couldn't think of anyone who would have a better finger on the pulse of millennials than you. So, what say you?
Yeah. Well, one of the challenges the Democrats have right now is trying to recreate the successful Obama coalition in 2008 and 2012 of minority voters, suburban women, and younger voters. This is something that Hillary Clinton failed with in 2016 when the president surprised and shocked the world. He did much better with student voters and younger voters than any Republican had done previously, even since probably 2004, 2000, in almost a couple election cycles. And I think the Biden campaign is going to see some similar challenges and struggles. Senator Harris was not embraced by the more younger liberal wing of the Democrat Party. They preferred Bernie Sanders or Elizabeth Warren far more than Senator Harris. Senator Harris is taking the Hillary Clinton approach to trying to win voters, where she has insulted the desired target demographic, saying, I quote, young people are very stupid. And when she was talking about 18 to 24-year-olds, not exactly a good way to win voters, almost like her deplorable
moment.
What was the context of that? The context was that she said young people make very bad decisions. I believe she was talking about personal decisions that young people make. And we could say all we want about how young people might be reckless. I think people of all ages are. However, trying to condemn an entire voting bloc, I don't think is a successful political strategy. Just ask Hillary Clinton. But I think there's a real opportunity here. I'm in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We had an incredible day out here with Students for Trump, with hundreds and hundreds of young people that have knocked down thousands and thousands of doors just today in Michigan. There's real enthusiasm behind the president, and I'm telling you, Joe Biden has a youth vote problem. They are not going to show up in big numbers. Another thing to think about, Judge, with a lot of these campuses going online and being closed, a big opportunity for ballot harvesting and on-campus voting, which is usually a way Democrats get some of their numbers up, that's going to be a missing ingredient for them, which I think will favor the president.
That's very interesting. You're right. Without students on campus where they kind of fire each other up and get involved, go out, campaign, knock on doors, that's not going to happen. But it's kind of stunning that what are you finding with those millennials who are supporting President Trump?
I'll tell you, whether it's online or on campus, young conservatives, people that support the president, they will vote no matter what. The same will not necessarily be said for Joe Biden. A lot of the Biden coalition right now, or the Biden success strategy, is about trying to convince reluctant voters that they must show up and vote. President Trump does not have an enthusiasm problem at all. So if these college campuses remain closed, coming into October, the Democrats are going to be lacking one of their core infrastructure pieces that they have been able to rely upon in previous election cycles to be able to gin up that kind of enthusiasm. They're going to go to Ohio State University, and there will be no football, and there will be less students than ever before, and they're going to look around, they're going to say, how are we going to get the same voting totals that we're used to at some of these major university campuses? Whereas the president's followers, no matter where they are, they will show up, if especially younger voters in particular. And also, this is a real important question for young college graduates. Who do you want to be responsible for your future? Someone like Joe Biden or Senator Harris that want to have a coastal agenda, or someone that, like President Trump, that has delivered results and leadership for our country? The president is going to do better with younger voters than any other prognosticators, pundits, or pollsters are projecting. I see it on the ground, and I see very positive trends.
Charlie Kirk, always great to have you on Justice. Thanks so much. All right.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.